Hello, today we will guide you through why can't I share my NotebookLM. If you're having trouble sharing a notebook in NotebookLM, this usually comes down to the notebook's sharing settings or the email address being entered. In this walkthrough, we'll go through the process clearly so you can check each part and make sure your notebook is set up to be shared properly. To begin, go to NotebookLM in your web browser. Once the site loads, make sure you're signed into the correct account, especially if you use more than one Google account. That can sometimes affect which notebooks you see and whether you're able to adjust sharing settings. From the NotebookLM home screen, click on the notebook you want to share. This will open the notebook so you can manage its settings directly. Be sure you're selecting the correct notebook since each one has its own separate sharing permissions. After the notebook opens, look to the upper right area of the screen and click the Share button. This is where NotebookLM lets you control who can access the notebook. If you're unable to share the notebook, this is the most important place to review, because the current access setting may still be too limited. In the sharing window, change the notebook's access from restricted to either anyone with a link or public, depending on how broadly you want to share it. If the notebook remains set to restricted, only specifically allowed people may be able to access it, and others could be blocked even if you send them the link. Choosing anyone with a link is usually a good option when you want to share access directly without making the notebook fully public. If you want the notebook to be discoverable more openly, then public may be the better choice. Next, enter the correct email address for the person you want to share the notebook with. It's important to double check the spelling and make sure you're using the email tied to the account they'll actually use to open NotebookLM. Even a small typo can prevent the share from working as expected. Once you've updated the access level and entered the right email address, review everything one more time before sending or copying the link. If someone still can't access the notebook, the issue is often that the notebook is still restricted or the wrong email was entered. That's all it takes to troubleshoot sharing in NotebookLM. Following these steps carefully should help you make your notebook accessible to the right person with the right permissions.